The Fastpitch Chat Show. Listen up if you want to know. Tips from expert guests and pros. A whole lot of info on everything softball. The Fastpitch Chat Show. Sponsored by softballjunk.com.
Which is the hardest pitch to learn? And I think this is a multifactorial question and answer process. And that is, for each pitcher, it's probably a little bit different. But in terms of which pitch is physically demanding and probably the most awkward mechanically to throw, I would have to say a rise ball, hands down.
Now talk about young catchers first. Okay, I ask them a lot, what type of pitches do you receive and how do you present them to the umpires? And usually I get answers like curveballs and drop balls. I said, I want you to be more specific. And they're like, you mean like strikes and balls? I said, yes. Well, then there's two pitches. Well, what I think is there's actually three. There's strikes, there's balls, and then there's everything else. Okay? The strike is the one that's right here. You know that that's going to get called. You frame it up nice. What you do is you allow yourself to basically work through the eyes of that umpire. The ball is the one out here. Now, I see a lot of young athletes grab this and try to snag that in. That's not going to do you any good, okay, as you go further in this position. Okay, what we need is, that's a ball, you just get it in, get it back to the pitcher. What we want to do is work on everything else. Everything that's on that inside corner, everything in that outside corner. So that's where you become the athlete.
What I like to do is, I like to do a lot more tee work in the off season, a little bit less tee work pre-season, and a little bit less tee work in season. And that's just a generalization of how I like to do tee work, but then there's also specific instances where you have players who just need more work. They just need more work. And sometimes you don't always have someone to throw you live BP or someone to give you front toss. And sometimes you don't want to be on the machine. You just want to kind of get some meditation in, understand what's going on with the movements and the rhythm of how your body moves. And I feel like a lot of times people skip on tee work because it's not exciting. It's pretty much boring. There's really nothing that I'm gonna get excited about being on a team. And most young people just don't, they need something that's more exciting. And it's more exciting when I'm around people and it's like 4 or 5 people hitting and thinking about practice versus just me by myself and kind of getting that quality time with myself and understanding how my body likes to move. I feel like the biggest things I get the most out of working with players on a team is getting them to understand the timing of their body. I like to call it body timing. Because now we don't have a pitching, but we can time what our body does and we can time the movement of our body.